Greetings everyone, my name is Attervale, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In tonight's livestream, I'll be covering the level pack Mega Man Unknown 8 by Dave the Loser, and afterwards, if I have enough time left over, I'll be covering a level by XMemore69X, which I've been meaning to cover for about 2 weeks now. So without further ado, let's get started with the intro stage, with 27 plays and a score of 2. Let's hope they improved. U7 was only a marginal improvement over the previous entries. And to reduce the amount of repetition, I won't really comment the levels that much until... I won't really comment the levels individually unless I spot some distinct differences. Okay, that leads back to the home base. Next week I'll be covering a different level pack. It's either going to be Malware Attack or a different one. I much preferred last week's one compared to every other entry in the Unknown series, to be honest. Hey Jaden, Pixel Boy, YouTube, Jedok, and anyone else, as well as all the lurkers. Zero Link's first level pack was pretty much better than any of these Unknown level packs, unfortunately. If these levels start having the same issues back to back, I'll just be mostly silent. Kind of a tepid first level. It does force you to understand some of the special weapons and how the environment works, but otherwise, eh. I'll just pick the order to make this faster. So first up is Toastman. 10 plays, score of 1. Again with the M-tanks, we don't need as many. Just put E-tanks instead. Halloween's next week as well, so make sure to submit your Halloween levels. Once again, that should be an E-tank, or bolts. For Mega Man, I'm not sure, YouTube. For fan games, there's Mega Man vs. Ghosts and Ghouls. Yeah, getting up there is a bit of a problem. I should have just used the Mega Ball instead. Hey, at least the level isn't just a complete pushover. There is some risk. Very marginally, however. Right now it's building up to something, so some modicum of promise. Making that jump normally is possible, but it can be a bit tricky with the oil and whatnot. I see combined usage of a mechanic and an enemy. This stage needs more enemies, however, not just the Fire Telly and Picket Men. At the very least, they're being utilized in various environments and combined together. However, because we only have one or two gimmicks, the other one being the firewall, you don't have that many potential combinations unless you vary up the environments themselves. Climax was eh. We should have combined use of the firewall too. This is still an improvement over most of the levels in U7 and 6. Hi, Daibuman. I wouldn't call it the best one, but subjective. I much prefer Nitro Man and Wily 1. Still below par stage, but... or subpar level, but there is some promise. Not getting my hopes up, however. Next up is Toxic Man, 27 plays, score 4. What was the weapon I got? The Fire Blast. Ah, perfect. Missed that one. I see. It's a containment breach. Once again, should be an E-tank or bolts. Even then, it shouldn't be too easy to get. There comes the acid. There's also the fact that Dave may not even know of Y+1. There's already plenty of overlaps in terms of RM names anyways. Not everyone knows every fan game. And there are many of them out there. Hi Zerlinx. Compared with the previous stage, this didn't really do much of anything. It did add in the asset for build-up, but didn't mount much. At least for the previous stage, we actually had the oil used in multiple environments. Frankly, I don't really mind if RMs share the same names. Two bosses? Okay then. Not sure why that was needed, other than perhaps selecting the encounter. Next up is Anchorman, 12th place, score 3. Really, that should not have been it. That shouldn't just be some life energy or something, or an alternate path. You're correct, Zerlings. That came from the GB mod. There really should be more enemies here, or more advanced terrain to travel through. This is just a flat run forwards. Perhaps put a boss over here to prevent you from jumping over them. Same like the previous stage, mostly a whole lot of nothing. Meanwhile, the boss is the Bubble Man army. I was worried I had to face off against all three of them at once. That's true with U7 as well. That's actually the best part of U7, the boss encounters, or rather the arenas. Next up is Tree Man, 7th place, score of 2. Whoops, I accidentally picked up the extra one. Even though technically I'm supposed to have 2 now. That's the impression I'm getting from him, Daibuman. Unfortunately, it's taking a long time for them to understand and apply the suggestions we're giving them. Yep, Halloween's next week. Prepare your Halloween levels. It just feels like they're repeating the same mistakes over and over, or shortcomings. I mean, sometimes they get it right, and sometimes they get it better. See, for example, Toast Man. And in the last level pack it was, I think, Toxic, some sort of other RM. But they don't capitalize on it. I feel it's a combination of that and making the levels way too fast. Look at the amount of time they spend between each of the level packs. I strongly feel they're not spending enough time for designing and refining each of the packs, instead pushing forward, making each iteration one after the other. That's why these levels both don't elaborate enough on their mechanics and enemies, and feel too short. Yes, Wily 4 from Mega Man 8. My least favorite team from that game. I don't blame you for replacing this team, I don't like it at all. Especially as a stage team. It worked better there as you didn't hear as much. In contrast, Jaden, Fierce Battle Bots took several months in between each of the packs. And more importantly, they actually adapted to the feedback. 2 was a significant improvement over the first one. That too, Dabuman. That too. Here it feels like it's building up to a longer team, but then it just repeats, which makes it sound even worse. Not at all, Zerlinks. I wasn't really a fan of the original either, and this makes it worse. This is something like Lepatty would do. Well, a simpler version. But at least it's interesting. That tree. I don't really get why this would fit Tree Man's stage. Next up is Virtual Man. 12 plays, score tree. As I mentioned before, I'll give my final thoughts near the end, as most of these levels share the same problems as they usually do. It's not like in Zero Link's level pack where different levels had slightly different problems, and really the only shared issue was the climaxes. I think I understand why this is a redux of that, or complete recreation. This is supposed to be a Virtual Man or something. I hope this is not the end. Oh, I see. Get down here? Where are the elevators? I find it funny that E-tanks don't persist the same way M-tanks do. Not sure what this amounts to, it's just a time waster. It's not even that entertaining to look at like an auto-playing level. That's good to hear, Zerlinks. Hi, Roslan. Suddenly 2 new platform types over a bottomless pit, and I don't get what this was going for. At first it was trying to recreate 1-1 from Super Mario Bros. 1, but then it shifted to this kind of stage. I get the pun, that's actually one of the better parts of this level. Yep, next week is Zero Project. It's alright. Virtual Man. I don't blame you for forgetting them. That's the strange thing, Jaden. On one hand, the stages are too short and easy for the most part, but then we have the boss battles, which are significantly tougher, relatively speaking. That's what makes it quite strange. Because the bosses are actually the best part of this pack. Next Sunday. Could be. Next up is Lightning Man. 16 plays, score of 2. That's not accurate, Daibuman. You're thinking of the base 0 replacement. I'm talking about the full 0 project mod, which applies a lot of other changes to X3. You're thinking the mod which just adds in 0 as a more featured character. I'll be playing the full thing next week. Well, there are at least several different Lightning Mans, so... Hi Rad Robot, welcome to the stream. I played your level during the previous stream. It was pretty fun. Again, it's alright that he doesn't know about Lightning Man. A lot of people don't know of Roku-chan. I'm not gonna blame people for not knowing about Roku-chan. It's not even part of the mainline series. It's a freeware title. Yeah, there was an unknown one, but it was removed, I think. Yeah, quite a few people don't know about it. Not everyone is as plugged into the Mega Man fangame and ROM hacking community as we are. And Roku-chan isn't one of the heavy hitters in terms of popularity compared to stuff like Rock Force, Unlimited, etc. It kind of went under the radar for a lot of people, unless you paid attention to Flash games. Now, I would understand if Now, I wouldn't mind if you pointed out we had 2 Lightning Men created around the same period of time, just as some funny stuff. That too, Zerlings. I see no problem with reusing RM names. Exactly, Jedok. That's another one of the Lightning Men. I see people making jokes about it, but that's it. There's a difference between humor and ranting. Oh, Illusion Garden. That was the level I played, Rad. I will point it out in Mega Man 11. I will point it out in the Mega Man 11 Let's Play, but that'll just be like a fun factoid, not a complaint. Yep, that's the one. That was a fair Velvet Net stream. Fun fact, the first time I heard of Roku-chan was through JA's games. It's not too bad, SDA. It looks like chaos, but you can actually control it quite a bit. If you want to see more chaos, try fighting Double Ring Man. I am taking at least one more stage after this one. Next up is Storm Man, 9 plays, score 0. Oh hey look, we have Thunder and Storm. And before anyone points it out, we have at least 3 or 4 different Storm Men across the Mega Man fan game ROM hack communities. Actually, I won't complain about that. That's actually one of the funniest things they put out. Cheeky. Meanwhile, down over there is the Great Bird Migration. Level Fair Man is also controlled chaos, depending on the environment. I am rad. There's only about 4 levels, including this one left. This is pretty short. Oh, double concrete, don't remind me. One is already hard enough. Double Astro isn't too bad. I'm assuming a flat arena, however. If the arena is modified in just the correct fashion, it can be quite a pain. Double Stone isn't that bad either, depending on their jump heights. And Astro, unless you have a shield weapon. I would actually like to see what would happen if that happened. True that. Oh look. Fans, but that was only use of them there. Honestly, Jaden, I wish there was more designs for the generic navis in the Battle Network series. We have all those RM designs, but then we have just the generic navis. There really should have been more creativity there at the very least. Especially from 4 and onwards. Meanwhile, Explosion City here. What? Oh. Let me... and I'm dead. Can I actually harm him from here? No, not quite. Yeah, this is interesting, albeit rather chaotic. Especially with all the knockback and explosions happening. Good thing I have the plant barrier because, oh my goodness, we need the healing. Maybe putting Concrete Man down there wasn't the best idea. Or putting all those Catan Bayons up there. Yikes. I can handle Concrete and Wind by themselves, but with all the bomb droppers up there, dodging is... In one way that's true, Zerlings, but in another way, I can think of some more creative or crazy designs. Last RM is Casino Man, 15 plays, score of 1. Oh, where can you watch the mod? On YouTube. The link to my YouTube channel should be in the description below. It hasn't been publicly released yet due to processing, but you can also find the link to the processing video on my Twitter page, which can also be found in the description below. Ah, that jump. Hey, Christian. Wait, it does? Hang on a minute, I'll check. Assuming I can make it past this jump. It's turning out to be the hardest challenge of this pack. It's also linked in the Discord server. Now if it was Kaizo, it would be 4.5. Ah, there we go. Darkstalkers is one of those games which was competent, but that's not enough for lasting long enough. In order for a game to stand through the test of time, it needs to be either one or more of the following: excelling in competence, bringing out a new set of ideas or executions of ideas, and/or being memorable enough. That's how a game will stand through the test of time. When I say memorable, that doesn't necessarily mean fun, but ideally it should be. I never really played it, I'm just hearing what I said. I'm not saying the Darkstalkers is bad or anything. Simply put, it was decent for its time, but it largely faded over time, sadly. Yep, using the health as lighting. That's a cool idea. Oh, rats. That's why the M-Tank's there. Then again, I don't really play that many fighting games. They never really appeal that much to me, unless they're combined with another genre. Very complex? I don't know if it was the first one. Complex, relatively complex, and really complex physics system for a platformer, probably. In general, I think that'd be the realm of simulators. Marvel vs. Capcom is memorable due to its competence and the fact it's a really popular crossover game. It was one of the earlier crossover games that really got people's attention. Crossovers in terms of fighters. Oh no. Oh. I'm using weaknesses. Yep, that too. It's worse than just double. We have to worry about... Okay, we have a weakness. I don't know how you're supposed to do this without an ERM tank. Well, you could do it without those, but you're gonna take a lot of damage. Maybe not complex, but fluid. I mean, comparing to most other platformers of the time it was released, it was fast. Or at the very least had the feeling of going fast. I think Sonic 2 did a better job of feeling fast. With all 8 arms defeated, time to visit the Wily stage. 7th place, score 0. I know, right, Zerlings? Once again, what's with the fascination of E&M tanks? Or just M tanks? Yeah, for the first time in a unknown level pack, we actually have a Wily stage, and... well, it was just a rematch. Sorry, folks. Time to suss out weaknesses. Sorry for hoping for something more expansive. Yeah, pretty much nothing. Even more nothing compared to most rematch stages in the classic series, to be honest. Okay, we're doing it counterclockwise then. Wait, what? Is that right? Did I get the bubble weapon from him? Okay, that was just a coincidence. I probably didn't get it from him. I got it from Toxic Man instead. No, I got it from Toxic Man. It makes sense. It toxifies the water. That's what I said earlier, Daibuman. Don't get your hopes up for this. I really want Dave to improve, but I'll talk more about it when I finish this. Ah, mistimed. Thankfully he isn't, but that's a really low bar by this point. At the very least, these levels could have been okay, but they're subpar at best. If they were all just okay, I wouldn't be complaining as much, but they aren't. Oh look, these are actually some of these are actually easier because they're flat rooms. Now for the one in the center. Funny how he's the one who's weak to flowers. We didn't even need 8 keys. Same, Zero Links. So that ends this level pack. If I were to summarize the problems with this one, it's basically the same as U7 and the ones beforehand, but closer to U7. Okay, let me just summarize it. The issue is that these levels are too short, they don't really elaborate on their mechanics, enemies, gimmicks, weapons, etc, etc. The only one which actually came the closest was the first stage I played, Toast Man, which used the oil as well as the Picket Man in several environments, but that was it. Unfortunately, because of how fast these come out, they aren't really improving upon each of the level packs, sadly. Not as much as was hoped. At best, this is subpar, but if I were to say it on average, it's unfortunately bad. I want to see improve, but you really need to pay more attention to level packs such as Zero Links, Genox, Lapatios, Diboomins, Official Meme Guys, Rajol 2s, etc. Look at those level packs and build your levels based off of it. Use them as templates. I said the same thing actually for the previous level packs, so don't recommend this, unfortunately. Agreed, Pixel Boy. That's the unfortunate thing. I see they're a young level designer, but unfortunately due to their overeagerness, they're not spending enough time to actually build up their levels. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment and move on to the next level. And I'm back. As this level pack only took about half an hour to complete, I'll be covering at least 2 Virus Mid levels. 1 or 2 of them. First stop is Assault on a Ziggurat by xMemor69x, aka Vic, with 18 plays and a score 0. Could be Daibuman. Just type in the level ID in the live chat. That'll be good enough. This is going to be a longer stage, a Metroidvania one. Let me quickly check up on the statistics. It's funny how the Super Smash Bros. Series transitioned over time, starting mostly as a Nintendo-only affair, slightly budging once we got into Brawl, what with Sonic and Snake, but they were guest star characters, but things started to really shift with Super Smash 4, and then really shifting with Ultimate. Shifting over from being a Nintendo affair to being a video games industry thing. Alright, this level has 18 bosses, 15 checkpoints, 157 enemies, 101 screens, 218 spikes, and 29 refillers. Actually, let's try it again. This stage has 18 bosses, 15 checkpoints, 157 enemies, 101 screens, 218 spikes, and 28 refillers. And it's a Metroidvania, so... Not going down there yet. Ah yeah, Steve. The memes came alive. And remove the blood and gore and we're fine. Really, none of the levels I played by Pyro, maybe with the exception of one or two of them, are really that good, I'd say. At the very least, they're decent. Usually. We still got in Banjo and Kazooie though. This is actually a pretty cool idea. Fighting Tornado Man with the shield. I haven't actually done this before. Most of them, not all of them. There's one level in particular which I can't discuss here. That was really risky. I need some healing ASAP. Oh no, that's really bad. It's too late. I get why they didn't have a climax for it, because rematch room, but at the very least they could have had it dynamically added, after you defeated all the RMs and you're coming up to the end. More games really should have dynamic music like that. Hang on, let me check it. Okay, got your levels, Pixel Boy and Rad. Assuming I have time, I'll cover one of them. The fact that I don't have double jump kinda throws me off. What's down here? I have to access it from the other side then? Must be getting close. That's the way back. Good, I found a checkpoint. That's how I get the water wave. Oh, it's like Reznor. That's actually cool. I took too much damage initially. This is dodgeable. That spike ball, that's the biggest hazard, really. I think the weakness is the ring boomerang, hence why it's so prominently featured there. I'm just getting on here and finishing them off this way, and failing completely. If only those gyres weren't there. It's turning out to be one of the toughest encounters. And I don't have the ring boomerang to make this easier. If I want to take a hit, it'll be from the bubbles, not the gyres. And only one on each one of them actually takes extra damage from the sword. After 4 attempts I did it. I guess you were supposed to do it after you get the ring boomerang to make your life a bit easier. That's what their weakness is, actually. That's how we get out of there. Let me guess, this is also a shortcut leading to the left. Well, that's new, actually. I'll try it again, then I'll go back. I definitely see how this is structured. I can take some of the later routes earlier, but I'll have a tougher time. And vice versa. Okay, where am I now? I'm back out here. Oh. And here I thought I was accessing a completely different route. One of the situations where I wish we had the music swapper. By this point, Croby or Radwin Fuad will add it. Oh, yeah, oops. I can't actually get out of here, I need to take the lower route. Good luck, Zero Links. Mega Mix gives you a lot more control over everything. Plus, if you don't have enough, you can always just code in custom assets. Can't quite reach it. I need the Wind Tornado. Pretty much, Zero Links. Mega Man Maker by this point is more of the training wheels. Advanced training wheels in some way. Mega Mix is taking them off, and then some. This time I'm not going for D-Tank. Not until I save it, not until I bank this. I don't have to risk doing this again. Despite the difficulties I'm having here, this is still more fun than the level pack I played. Because these challenges are done with care. And of course, you can always just mod the game too, like what Croby and Radwin Fuad are doing. So I need to have the pile driver, or swap over to a different character. It does. Honestly, by this point, I'd be hoping there'd be a Mega Man Maker 2 or something, swapping over to the Mega Mix engine as a base. That's why I highly advise people to try the Mega Mix engine. Don't go all in crazy with modifying the assets. Just start in the same way we do with Mega Man Maker. The only changes being the creation codes and whatnot, and work your way up from there. You can already make good levels without having to change the creation code and whatnot. And the Mega Mix engine supports slopes. It actually supports a lot more than just slopes. Oh yeah, right, we're back down here. Guess I'll go back to the beginning and climb up from there. Auto-tiler? Technically it does have an auto-tiler, but not in the way that Mega Man Maker does. As in, it does place the collision blocks correctly, usually. Really, the main things that are holding Mega Mix back, really the only things that are holding Mega Mix back is Game Maker itself. This room is still one of the tougher parts of this stage. Even with all these weapons. Especially if you don't get lucky with drops. That's the back door. Something clearly is up there, but I can't reach it. This time, let's see what's out over here. Start of the stage, of course. Which means that the only way left to go is to the right. Oh, they will eventually. The question is, how eventually? There's the pile driver, which I've been waiting for. I already wasted a few minutes by getting stuck in that one area. And going through the same area twice. Oh no, I'm dead. I swapped to the wrong weapon. People really like Fireman. Yikes. That was really close there. I know what's coming up now. I'm not looking forward to that. This is one of the tougher metroidvanias I've played. The fact that I don't really have a spammable long-range option means that many of these encounters are more of a pain to get through. Oh good. Refills, and I have two choices. Let's see what's down there first. Blast. It told me what his weakness is. I don't really have the other one yet, but I'll get it. Eventually. And staying up there is a different problem in itself. If I keep failing this, I'll just take Dipper out. Yeah, I think I should just get the weakness. I'm taking too much damage here, and I don't have a meat tank. Amazing how by removing your long-range option for Buster, it makes the entire stage a lot more difficult. That's one of the beams down. And that's the other one. Nope, no double jump for this one. Hence why I have to find the wind tornado. Well, at least it wasn't too far back of a detour. I was kind of worried it's going to be a long one. I could do this with a Mirror Buster, but again, it'd take a while. I hope. Yeah, it's a good one. Problem is I accidentally fell. Even with the Scrambled Thunder, it's no pushover. I was hoping it would take double the damage of that, but it's only 2. Especially if I take a hit, that's the other problem. And he gets up there too. I can get back up there, but I'll have to sacrifice the Scrambled Thunder, so I'll do that the next time. I'll get the Ring Boomerang soon enough. Yeah, I could if I had that. Okay. See, that's the other thing. This is Mega Man Maker, so I can't trust that. Sometimes I wonder just using the Mirror Buster is a better idea. Of course, that can happen too. Honestly, I like the Reznor encounter more than this, and the first encounter. The fact that's up there is actually making my life a whole lot easier. Yet, I wish the force beams weren't down there. Almost did it, but then I got knocked down. Getting knocked down is really a death sentence. I don't know if it's cheap fake, it's just a difficulty spike. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, that would be red force beams. This is fair in that regard, but I wish it was eased up more and this was more like the final boss battle. Got a pattern down. This is actually one of those other stages where I wish there was actually another E-tank, more easily accessible. We'll get there. That's it, I'm just gonna use an E-tank. This is getting way too frustrating. Of course, now he randomly decides to do that, because this game... Game, This is why sometimes I don't like Mega Man Maker. There is a slight input delay even when you want to jump. Almost. Actually, it seems like the safer strat is stay down here. It almost feels like that. I'll look into it. This will be the last level I'll cover in the stream. I wanted to go through a Metroidvania level, but the hardest part is not even the Metroidvania parts, it's the bosses. This needs to be eased up. Okay, can I do it? No, of course, now it decides to shove in the wall. This is again a reason why I don't like to always use the wind tornado, because that can happen too. This really should have been the final boss battle of this stage, at this rate. or make the scramble thunder deal more damage. Yeah, thanks game for actually absorbing in the wrong direction. Nah, it's not really Cathedral, that felt more fair. This feels like a really sudden difficulty spike. Yeah, that balanced it out a bit. Only the final boss is really that tough, but even then, we had a lot more backup. What with having at least the 10 equivalent of 5 E-tanks. Yeah, now the game decides I can't dash. If I keep failing, I'm just gonna use the level editor. This is not fun. I don't think Vic intended to be this tough. Okay. Finally. I was able to defeat the boss, the engine did not screw me over, and I was able to get a health pickup. Please, in future versions, tone this down significantly. This is already tough enough. Okay, now that I have this, the top part of this can be sectioned off. And now I can see what's on the right side of the stage. Once again, I don't think Vic intended to be this tough. That was by accident. So now I open up the shortcut here. What was here? Is it even possible to do Mirror Buster only? No, let's not go there yet. I want to backtrack and acquire the ring boomerang wherever it was. It clearly expects me to have it somewhere. In general, this is one of the tougher metroidvanias I played. But even then, we shouldn't really have difficulty spikes like this. In any case, let's grab that. I could do a flame sword only, but it's also really risky to do it in that sort of environment. If the forest ruins didn't exist, that's what I would have tried next. Precisely, it would be much better. And more consistent too. I know it has some wind up, but I'd take the wind up over the chance of it failing. I know the failing there was kinda my fault, but after going through a high-intensity boss battle like that, could you really blame me? Okay, it was down here somewhere. Let me take a quick look at the map and see what I'm missing. As in, where was it? And I'm back. Double checking, it's nowhere here. Water shot. So backtrack up to that ladder and proceed on as normally. One of the situations where I wish Mega Man Maker like MMU8 and 3 had an auto-mapper. Clearly I must need to backtrack here in some way. At last, I have a somewhat useful long-range weapon. Then I don't need to reflect projectiles back. And it's semi-spammable too. It goes to show how useful the Mega Buster and similar weapons are. I think we're getting near the end. I don't think the ring boomerang was down there, but I don't want to double check either. Oh no, ow ow. The Mega Buster, the Laser Trident, really any straightforward firing weapon by this point that's long range. Not having it means your firing angles are quite limited. acid damage boosting. And failing because wind is not cooperating. And here I overestimated the strength. How did that work? And this time it didn't work. I don't get the game sometimes. Well, I get why, it was too close there. Ah. This is why I still prefer Mega Mix. I can trust it'll work most of the time. Okay. Come on, let me through. Why aren't you spawning? Oh no. Ah, I thought I was gonna die there at least 3 times. I hope we're getting near the end. I spent at least, I don't know how long, 40 minutes? Okay, what is your weakness? I can't see where you are. Oh, that's a very reliable weakness. See, this is much easier than the previous boss battle. Okay, different weakness this time. Fair enough. This is easy the hardest level I played in the last month. Even harder than Iwumi's level in the morning, due to a combination of endurance in the boss battles. Ouch. Oh, rats. Wish it was warned a bit more in advance at this. Well, it did from the acid, I noticed. Oh no. It's alright, I'll this damage boost for this. Thank you, Acid, you saved me. By this point I was expecting there to be red force beams or lava. I still like the stage. It's simply designed for a more skilled audience, that's all. Also, what's with all the blocks where I can't grab it unless I have the ring boomerang? I don't remember seeing the capsule. Or I did, but I forgot. My only issues are really with the engine, no checkpoint of course, with the engine and the difficulty spikes. It grabbed onto the wrong side. The more I play the stage, the more I feel I missed something, like the ring boomerang. Otherwise, why place these here? Especially after a point of no return, it seems. Really, no checkpoint? We really should have put one right here. Especially when they decide to randomly not work. Like, why was it still open? It was supposed to reset itself. That was really lucky. If I ran out there and it was too long, I'd be a goner again. We're almost out of this place. Please get down here. Thank you. Is their weakness really that? The Mirror Buster? I'm getting the feeling that that's it. No, it isn't. I'm gonna have to do it the long way. Or I can just do that. I will credit this for having difficult bosses. But yikes, this is a 1-hour experience. They weren't kidding. I think we're getting close to the end. At this point, please split into two. Okay, we have an escape sequence. I think we're at the end. Need more refills. Of course, should have expected. The entire base is collapsing. Now I need to run away from the wall of fire. Wow. Holding left. No response. We're getting there. Still an epic finish. You know who to blame. This isn't really that hard, it's the engine, of course. It's eating half my button inputs. Too high. Yeah, plus I'm all that tired. Plus I'm really tired from the earlier section. This is turning into a marathon stage, yikes. It's even longer than a level pack. Too close to the wall. I need to do one more there and fire that. It's not so much punishing, well, if you can... I'm blaming the engine a lot because this is not supposed to be that difficult. It's supposed to be relatively straightforward what you're supposed to be, but... counting relative to the Mega Mix engine. And I lost my dash, of course. To make this easier, next time just place a Shiki level designer. Here's me mashing the dash button, absolutely no effect. It's because it's due to levels like these why I'd rather play the Mega Man engine or Magmal 2. I said this before and I'll say it again. The more I play Magmal 2, the more I actually want to play through it, but the more I play Mega Man Maker, the less I want to play it. Because of all the stuff like this happens, and there's been barely any work on this effort. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the wind tornado on the right side in order to make it. There's no other way I can do it. We'll get there eventually. See, like that. Okay, we're out of here. We're back outside. We got onto the teleporter. Thank you, Mega and Proto, for getting us out of this place. What to say, what to say. This was at least... In fact, it was twice the length of the level pack we just played tonight. I have many things to say about it, so I'll summarize it. I like the metroidvania design, but gosh was this tough. Not having access to a long-range repeatable option really made some of the enemy environments harder. Not to mention a lot of the stage had a lot of enemies in close quarters combat, or long range, and using the mirror buster to defeat them wasn't the most optimal of solutions. Add to that some of the boss difficulties having to be reordered. See, for example, Grenade Man being extremely tough, much tougher than maybe not extremely, but much tougher than any other battle. And I missed where the ring boomerang is. I think I saw it somewhere else, but I lost it, so I lost access to all those extra life energies, which have been extremely handy. And of course, with those sections with the wind tornado and the pile driver, engine issues. Especially when it got to the escape sequence, which is supposed to be fun, but it got grinded down because of those various drop button inputs and what else. It's been a common issue since this game's inception. It's been improved over time, but not fully. Not to the extent of Magmal 2 or Magmal 3 or Episode 0, sadly. It's because of these levels, which frankly are wrecked by this engine's shortcomings. I know I'm harping on this engine a lot, but that's because I want to see it become better. I don't want to see it becoming eclipsed by other engines, exactly. To put it another way, I feel that 1/3 of the problems I have with the stage were due to the stage itself and its design. The other 2/3 were because of incompetence and engine design problems, malfeasance. I don't know how to rate this, however. Sorry for... So, I would rate it upwards, but sadly my fun was drained over time. Sorry, Vic. I'd ease it up over time. Sorry for having to subject you to my rant. Due to how long this level was, I'll end off the stream now. Tomorrow morning, 11:30 AM PDT, I'll start my Let's Play of the single-player campaign of 8-Bit Deathmatch. I hope to see you all there. I'll save your level IDs for next week. In any case, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.